Hello, my name's Carolyn and I'd like to show you around our online textbook today and learning package. Here we have the VCE Food Studies Curriculum online textbook that was developed late last year to help students with their VCE studies. The program is for both Units 1, 2, 3 and 4. This program has been engaging for a lot of students and it is particularly good for classes that have students of ranging ability levels. Let me show you around the website. This is our home page. Once you've been given access to the program, you'll get a link. You activate the link and then you simply log on each time you need to do some work for food studies. Unit 1, Outcome 1 is listed here as the topics that you can go through. Here I'd like to go through with you Industrialization, Technology and Globalization. So students simply click on this link, which will take them to that food studies page. Okay, so here we have Industrialization, Technology and Globalization. As you can see at the top of the page, we have the key knowledge and key skills that we will be covering with this unit of work. This helps students understand exactly what's required of them. We then list any special key terms and definitions that we feel that students need to understand as part of this unit of work. We often provide a quick recap of knowledge that's essential to understanding the subsequent material. And then we go on with information in a language that's easy for students to understand, with lots of pictures to help them understand what things were like so many years ago, and also some great videos to actually help to consolidate their understanding of topics, some of them which can be quite funny. So this is a simple way to help students move through the curriculum in an engaging way. Teachers don't need to so much create PowerPoints or slides, but by talking about the topics and then showing the videos, you're simply doing what you would normally do with a PowerPoint presentation. Students can watch the videos at their desks or along with the teacher on a whiteboard. So moving down here, we have some information, further information about the different topics to do with industrialization. At the very end of the unit, you'll find that there are 4 activities that students can do: a written activity, a practical activity, summary, and exam. You don't have to do each of these with your students. You can select which ones you would like to do, or you might actually set only one of them as their satisfactory work that they need to do in order to pass the unit of work. Sometimes I give my high achieving students the summary and exam preparations to complete, and then the lower achieving students must at least do the written activity and participate in the practical component. These worksheets can be downloaded in a Word format with a space for the students to either write or type their answers in. There's some information there where they can go to find out more information, and all our list of all our references have been included down the bottom as well. I'd like to show you now one of our pages in our Unit 3 course. So going back up here where it says Food Studies Online home page, this will take me back to the home page, and I'll go over to here to Unit 3, Outcome 2, Patterns of Eating in Australia. I can simply click on there and I have my key knowledge and key skills that are going to be covered in this section of the curriculum. Again, I have my key terms and definitions. You can see by some of those key terms and definitions that our component of our course online textbook is up to date with any current information. So this form of media can be updated at any time, which means that in a year or two, this page will have up-to-date information about patterns of eating in Australia. So here we talk about recent developments and trends and changes. We go through each of the eras and look at the things that were happening in that era and how that impacted the food industry. There's a video there for students to watch of what a typical day in the life for a mother would have been in the 1970s. We move on to the 1980s. We talk about the low-fat era and Asian migration, and also we look at a couple of videos there that were released in the 1980s promoting low-fat foods. In the 1990s, we had technological developments, the recession, women in the workforce and changing gender roles. Sunday trading began, there were more processed foods, low-fat foods, and environmental and ethics started to appear on supermarket shelves as a reason for people to purchase food. These are the things that impacted our food choices in this era. There are a couple of fun videos for the students to watch there as well on food commercials. In the 2000s, we had another lot of changes, notably the change in pop culture, with magazines about food being developed, like Donna Hayes' Delicious magazine. And also we have, of course, the popular MasterChef program being developed in the late 2000s. And a couple of videos to go there as well. 2010, we have the things that were impacting our lives at that point in time. And of course, in 2020, we saw COVID-19 in Australia, and that impacted our food choices and the trends in food purchasing and consumption a lot. This text goes into detail about what they were, what happened, and the trends that have developed as a consequence of those. Going down here, we have our written activity and also our practical activity. I'm going to show you the practical activity today. So you simply click on this link and up will come your Word document here. This is the Word document that students would fill in. It has the Unit 3 Outcome 2 across the top with the practical task. There is a pie chart there that the students can refer to. There's a couple of questions about the pie chart and a little bit of background information and another question for them to answer. This practical activity involves them making some popping boba bubbles with fruit juice and making that into their own drink. So that's just a very simple activity that students can do that's engaging, and it's also something that we can fit in a 20-minute lesson. So that's just a really quick rundown of what the Food Studies online program is about. I thought it was important to show you this so that you had a little bit more of an understanding of exactly the detail that's gone into the development of this program. We're really looking forward to continuing writing this program. I have decided to devote this year to the writing of this curriculum and just complete CRT work as needed, so that I can devote my time to developing a resource that meets teachers and students' needs of today. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.